Alright, so, school. It sucks, right? Something a lot of us can agree on. Alright, sorry, I forgot my intro right there. Hello, boys, girls, and dinosaurs. I'm Nutzo here, and I'm gonna rant about school, as you can probably tell by this title. And I don't have a chair right now. Hold on, let me go grab a chair. So, not all the time does school suck, right? But when, your teacher is kind of crappy, and it does suck. When the teacher just kind of hates his job and he doesn't want to work there, or, it's just miserable all the time, that makes school bad for you, right? But, if you have a nice teacher, school's gonna be good for you. But, there are more reasons to why school can suck, right? Teachers being just absolutely unreasonable. See, if you're like in elementary school or something, or you go to a really weird school where you have recess, but you're really old, and you say, hey, can I go to the bathroom to the teacher? And they say, oh my god, I don't know what just happened. They say, well, why didn't you go at recess? Listen, if I had to go at recess, then I would have gone at recess. But I didn't have to go at recess, but I have to go now. And, if you follow your teacher's logic when they say that, the entire school would go at recess. And I don't think there's enough bathrooms for the entire school to do that. Excuse me. But you just can't do that, man. Alright, this video was unscripted, so if I seem all over the place, that's why. I probably should have said that at the beginning. Like real people do, and idiots like me, right? And teachers can be hypocrites sometimes, like really bad hypocrites, like Keemstar level of hypocrisy. If you're in high school or something and you have a phone, or even in late middle school, and you have your phone out in class, your teacher will probably be like, hey, no phones in class. But then 5 minutes later, you see them texting on their phone while you're watching a Bill and I video. Like, what? You hypocrite? No phones in class. But what would be really cool if you went up to the teacher and said, no phones in class. Just say that to a teacher, you're probably getting some bad trouble for that. I wouldn't do that, but, Another thing I want to talk about is teachers just over-escalating things. At the school I'm going to, oh my god. I just, breathe in and have a popcorn kernel sucked down my throat. I honestly don't know what just happened. But teachers blow things, when you do something bad, it's just way out of your proportion. At the school I'm going to, if you say, the F word is what I'm gonna say, because my parents watch these videos. If you say, the F word, you get the police involved! I'm not even kidding! That's literally something they said at my orientation. Just, what the heck, dude? I mean, I can understand why you would get the police involved in, a fight, physical contact fight, but for saying the F word, really? Honestly, I don't get why you'd have to get the police involved. Maybe you could get a spanking from your parents, and a detention for 2 days in a row. But really, it's not that bad. But there's also teachers that underestimate suspensions or consequences. For example, when When I was in 2nd grade, I hope the person that I'm talking about doesn't watch this video. When I was in 2nd grade, you know, I was in school like normal, and excuse me, I don't know what's happening to me today, but I was in school, you know, just like any normal day, and you know how you take walks back and forth to the water fountain because you're thirsty, because like it's always hot in school. Yeah, well, it was one of those days. It was pretty hot, but you see, me and my friends, you know, of course, we drank from the water fountain. But the thing is, the water tasted a little funky. Now, if you were paying attention, you know that earlier I said, hey, some teachers underestimate consequences. And that, if you pay attention, then you know a student made the water taste funky. But how did they make the water taste funky? By putting sanitizer on the water fountain, spigot, faucet, whatever it's called. Like where the water comes out, like putting sanitizer over it. Like, why would you do that? Like, just, why in the first place? And two, just, do you really want to kill your mate's mate? Like, do you want to kill your classmate's mate? Like, mate. Like, you know what the person that did that, you know what their consequence was? 1 day of suspension. I'm not saying it's the teacher's fault, because my teacher was awesome that year. But it was kind of like my principal's fault, because he's just too nice, man. He was just too nice of a principal. But my old school's new principal is a bit rougher. But speaking of teachers underestimating consequences, I had this kid in my class last year before summer started. We're gonna call him, what should we name him? Sorry, I just bumped the microphone with my nose, because my nose is huge, like half a Popeye nose. No, but wait, is his nose big? I don't know. I'll Google pictures of him when I'm done. But there was this kid. We're gonna call him Jeffrey, because that's the first name that came to my mind. Jeffrey, he was a bit off. And I'm saying he was off because, well, oh my god, I have to finish this recording in like 2 minutes. Alright, he was a bit off because he would just overreact all the time. I don't know if he was like bipolar or something. I have no idea. I'm not going to make any allocations or any assumptions. But, yeah. Something would happen. Like the teacher would do something that he didn't like. And he would like throw a chair. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like that's not even a joke. Like, I was in school, and I was in the bathroom, so I'm so happy I didn't witness this, but at the same time, I'm also unhappy that I didn't witness it. One of my friends did something that this kid didn't like, that Jeffrey didn't like. And Jeffrey took his chair and flung it at the kid that, like, got him ticked off. Like, I'm not even kidding, this kid threw a chair. What the heck? Like, who does that? Like, seriously. And then, like, the teacher did something that Jeffrey didn't like, and he flipped his desk over. Like, seriously, what the heck? And the thing is, in the beginning of the year, I sat next to that kid. I sat next to him. Goodness gracious. But I think that's about it. I don't really think I have that much to say anymore about school. That was just a little bit of a rant. And, yeah. All my links to my social media are, all the links to my social media are in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah. I guess I'll link my Twitter and stuff down there. And, yeah, share what you don't like about school in the comments below, and please leave a like on this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.